to most people is that their vibration matches their state of money. Because they just keep looking at it and talking about it and measuring it and complaining it and worrying about it and trying to take action and being unproductive in it and eking through it and asking somebody else. Government, give me money. Mother and dad, give me money. Lawsuit, give me money. Give me this big pile of money. And if you don't have a big pile of money, you're not ready. You're not vibrationally ready for a big pile of money if you don't have a big pile of money. If you were ready for a big pile of money, you'd have a big pile of money. But if you're not ready for a big pile of money, you can't let the big pile of money in. And we gotta tell you, there are big piles of money. It is raining. The world is awash in money. You've been hearing about it. Aren't you just bowled over by how much money some of those people have? And how do you feel about them bastards? Why should they have all of that money? They should put it in a big pot and we should divvy it all out. And if you did, it wouldn't take 10 years before the money would be right back where it is. You see, you gotta be ready for money. You gotta be ready for money, which means you gotta be happy without it. Which means you've gotta be cashing in your vibrational chips. You gotta be thankful for this day and thankful for this chair and thankful for this opportunity and thankful for this conversation and thankful for that sunshine and for those highways. Thankful for this, appreciating of that. Thankful for the quieted mind, thankful for the insight, thankful for the enthusiasm, thankful for the love in my heart, thankful for that precious face, thankful for this person I've never met in my life and on the elevator had such a nice exchange with not even any words because there was a language barrier, but oh my God, how good it was to meet you. Thankful, 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 thankful. Thankful just brings more and more and more and more and more. And argumentative doesn't.
It's great.
It is.
All right, one at a time, y'all. We got the incredible Hulk in the building. What's up, man?
Yo, stop the music. Stop the music. Peace to the tribes, peace to the tribes. You know the vibes. It is I, the inevitable, the incredible Hawk, and this is Hawk School for the Gifted and the Elect, and we are broadcasting live from the emphatically immaculate Republic of Atlantis. Put some gems in the chat if you can hear me loudly and clear. You are the best of people raised for the goodness of mankind.
All right, one at a time, y'all. We got the incredible Hulk in the building. What's up, man?
Oh, shit.
And it's known, it's written, that the righteous soul inherits the kingdom of God, the earth. And the wicked shall be shaken out.
Wait, stop the music, stop the music. No, stop the music. I don't think they know what's going on right now. All right? I don't think they know what's going on. Indian Lotto. All right? What's going on, Hawk School? What are you talking about? Well, I recently came across a video on my timeline, and it made me look into some things.
Subscribe to the Unconquered Tribe. You are now live with the incredible Hawk.
Wow,
This
Indian
is Hawk
TV.
School for the Gifted and the Elect.
Now, let me zoom in here, all right, for some of those who may not know about the 1832 land lottery. All right, 1832 land lottery in Georgia, an authority on the act of December 21st, 1830. All right, there's all your references. The original Cherokee Indian territory became Cherokee County by an act of December 26, 1831. A law passed on December 1832 divided original Cherokee County into 10 counties. Cass renamed Bartow, Cherokee, Cobb, Floyd, Forsyth, Gilmer, Lumpkin, Murray, Paulding, and Union. In the drawing of tickets, I said in the drawing of tickets, folks. In the drawing of tickets and in the granting of the land. The area was treated only as Cherokee territory. It was divided between land lots distributed by the 6th Land Lottery and gold lots that were distributed by the 7th Land Lottery. The territory was so expansive, the Cherokee County was divided into 4 sections, and each section was divided into districts. There were a total of 60 land districts, each divided into land lots. Fractional lots of 100 acres and more were counted as whole lots. All right, 160 acres, 18 per land lot. All right, person entitled to draw. Bachelors are entitled to draw. All right. Shout out to Bridget Robinson, is a brand new member. Let's give her a round of applause. Shout out to Bridget. Because today we will be adding some very special documents and some very special websites to our member section that will help you find some of these lost documents. If you
All right, one at a time, y'all. We got the Incredible Hulk in the building. What's up, man?
Oh, shit.
We do appreciate you. I digress. Bachelor, 18 years or over, 3-year resident in Georgia, citizen of the United States, is entitled to 1 draw. Married man with a wife and or minor son under 18 and or unmarried daughter, 3-year resident in Georgia, citizen, is actually allotted 2 draws. I've already seen too many draws in Indian country. Right? It's too many draws, too many. Right? Whose draws are these in Indian country? Whose draws are in Indian country? We have a widow, 3-year resident of Georgia, is entitled to 1 draw. All right, wife and or child, 3-year resident in Georgia of husband and or father, absent from state for 3 years, 1 draw. Family, 1 or 2 of orphans under 18. Wait, what? 1 draw? Wait, family, 1 or 2 of orphans under 18 years old are entitled to 1 draw. Who is getting the property for these minors? Family, 3 or more of orphans, residents since birth in state, are entitled to 2 draws. Wait, what?
I wonder what is an emergency. I hear shots! Okay, ma'am, calm down. What kind of shots?
I don't think they hear me, man. Share the live stream. I don't think they hear me, Shiapers. I don't think they hear me, bro.
Subscribe to the Unconquered Tribe. You are now live with the Incredible Hulk.
Wow.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Okay, that's incredible.
Really nothing but an antisocial gangster. He is a sort of gangster, you know, because this is a gangster story, but a gangster with a difference because this is a gangster with a conscience.
Stop the music. Stop the music. Stop the music. Stop the music. All right? A widow, husband killed or died in the Revolutionary War 1812 or in the Indian Wars, right? They giving away your land after you lost the war. They're giving away the land after you lost the war. Maybe we should start a little further back in time. All right? Maybe this is a bit much for some to digest. Where should we begin? Let's see what images we have up. Because I don't want you to think that we don't have the documentation, all right, to show and prove. Oh, this is going to be one of them ones. You're going to learn a whole lot, all right? Let's go back. Is this the 1700s? Let's see. Because before we get to 1831, what's this? This is from the War Department. All right. Records of the, let me move this so you can see the whole, let's see how I look on this one.
Subscribe to the Unconquered Tribe. You are now live with the incredible host.
Wow,
This
Indian
is Hope
TV.
School for the Gifted and the Elect.
I want you to be able to see where it says records of the Office of Indian Trade, all right, 1795 to 1830, all right? And what is very interesting in the documents, all right, and we're not going to get too heavy into those documents. We're going to talk more so about land. But what is very interesting, as you'll see here on the screen, it says history. Government-operated posts for trade with Indians, known as factories, I said factories, began in 1795, all right?
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Okay, that's incredible.
Subscribe to the Unconquered Tribe. You are now live with the incredible host.
Wow,
This
Indian
is Hope
TV.
School for the Gifted and the Elect.
Oh, yes, this is very interesting. Calm down, all right? Known as factories, all right? 1795. Under the immediate supervision of the Secretary of War, Office of Indian Trade established in the War Department by an act of April 21st, 1806, all right, to administer the factories. Office of Indian Trade abolished and closing of factories authorized by an act of May 6, 1822. Last supervisor of Indian Trade became the first head of the Office of Indian Affairs, March 11th, 1824. All right.
All right, one at a time, y'all. We got the Incredible Hawk in the building. What's up, man?
So when we say big Indian business, we mean big Indian business.
Dom the Monko. Dom the Monko.
So that puts us at 1806. All right, we're not only gonna get into the land. All right, we're not talking about the land after. All right, after we were forced west. We're talking about Georgia land. All right, but what I find most interesting about this map is the location of Tulsa, Oklahoma. All right. Which is the what is it? The iconic, we should say, the iconic Black Wall Street. You will find is right in the middle of Cherokee and Muskogee land in Indian country. All right.
That's the same clone I wear.
Tabernacle, sanctuary, because we keep God first in everything we do.
Hey, Pimp.
We'll look at that Seminole in a moment, but we don't want to do lookership. Let's get into the actual Seminole War letters. All right, let's revisit the Seminole War. And this is 1837, all right? All Indian property captured from this date will belong to the corps or detachment making the capture. The property captured will be divided into shares corresponding with the several classes making the capture. Field officers will have 3 shares, company officers 2 shares, and non-commissioned officers and privates 1 share, and the families of the officers and soldiers who may fall in action at the time the capture is made will be entitled to double their allowance respectively by order of Major General Jessup. All right, straight from the war letters. All right, straight from the War Department. All right, Indian property is going to be captured, folks. What is this? 1837. My dear sir, if the citizens of the territory be prudent, the war may be considered at an end. Now, let us not forget that these people who lost this war of 1812, right? Well, their land was seized as well, but this is, nearly 25 years, exactly 25 years later, all right? And it says, if the citizens of the territory be prudent, the war may be considered at an end, but any attempt, I said any attempt, to interfere with Indian Negroes. All right.
All right, one at a time, y'all. We got the Incredible Hulk in the building. What's up, man?
Oh, shit.
Any attempt to interfere with Indian Negroes or to arrest any of the chiefs or warriors, either as criminals or debtors, would cause an immediate resort to hostilities. Put some gems in the chat if you're getting all of this, all right? Immediate. All right, let me start from the top because I don't think they heard me. You know, we don't have that many people in the stream yet. All right, maybe I'm not seeing the numbers right, or maybe this just isn't important to see.
I wonder what is the emergency. I hear shots! Okay, ma'am, calm down. What kind of shots?
My dear sir, if the citizens of the territory be prudent, the war may be considered at an end, but any attempt to interfere with Indian Negroes, sir, or to arrest any of the chiefs or warriors, I assume, of the Indian Negroes, either as criminals or debtors, would cause an immediate resort to hostilities. The Negroes control their masters, and they have heard of the act of your legislative council. 30 or more of the Indian Negro men were at and near my camp on the Wealthl late in March, but the arrival of 2 or 3 citizens of Florida said to be in search of Negroes, caused them to disappear. So they had to flee because, of course, being Indian Negroes, they wouldn't want to be mistaken for Negroes.
Subscribe to the Unconquered Tribe. You are now live with the Incredible Hulk.
Wow,
This
Indian
is Hulk
TV.
School for the gifted and the elect.
But the arrival of 2 or 3 citizens of Florida said to be in search of Negroes caused them to disperse, and I would doubt whether they will come in again. At all events, the emigration will be delayed a month, I apprehend, in consequences of the alarm of the Negroes. Most truly yours, Thomas Jessup. All right, to the governor. All right, or like, what are we talking about here, folks? Wait a minute. Let me go back. Maybe I can't read. Okay, all Indian property captured from this date will belong to the corps or the detachment making the capture. Mr. Bruner here. Mr. Bruner, all right. I don't think they understand this master concept. All right. Before we get back into the land lottery, I don't think they understand how this works. Here we have from the Virginia.gov site, all right, straight from the archives. This is Indentures of Apprenticeship. All right, Indentures of Apprenticeship within, and this, of course, is Virginia, not Atlanta, Georgia. All right, this is actually before that time, because you may not understand what they mean by they control their masters, right? So let's go back a little bit. All right? And of course, we do have the documents, all right, of these free people, but let's read a little. In 1765, and again, we're going to go back, so stay with me, please. In 1765, the General Assembly established that illegitimate children, okay, of women servants, Negroes, white women by Negroes, were to be bound out until the age of 21 for males and 18 for females. In 1792, the General Assembly transferred this responsibility to the quote-unquote overseers of the poor. White children were to be taught various skills, including reading, writing, and arithmetic. In 1805, the General Assembly amended the previous act to no longer require the masters of quote-unquote black or mulatto orphans to teach reading, writing, or arithmetic, with the intent that this would prevent black children, quote-unquote, from learning these skills. These are documented cases of indentured holders treating, quote-unquote, black apprentices. I said black apprentices cruelly, or not releasing apprentices. at the end of their indenture. White authorities also used their power to apprentice black children without the permission of their family.
I wonder what is the emergency. I hear shots! Okay, ma'am, calm down. What kind of shots?
You just gonna make me work the job? I didn't even fill out an application, sir. I mean, really. And as we know, later in history, all of this, of course, would bite us in the ass, no diddy. Right? And again, this is according to Virginia.gov, that there are documented cases of indenture holders treating black apprentices cruelly or not releasing apprentices at the end of their indenture. White authorities also use their power to apprentice black children without the permission of their families. Free black men and women who had petitioned, to be re-enslaved. Wait. What?
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Okay, that's incredible.
How we do it? Somebody get these Pan-African guys up here and let them know, that Kanye was right and their weak-ass grandpapa did actually volunteer to be enslaved. Says free black men and women who have petitioned to be re-enslaved. All right? And we do have the petitions for re-enslavement. They are provided. Were known to use this tool as a way of preserving the integrity of their families. Some parents bound out their children to a chosen master for a finite period of time, hopefully ensuring the children would not be split up and remain free. The data in this collection is drawn directly from the historical documents and may contain language that is now deemed offensive.
Subscribe to the Unconquered Tribe. You are now live with the
I don't think they hear me. Maybe I should just do something simple, play a video or something. How don't we just do that? Let's start there.
Happy Indigenous Peoples Day. I got a story time for you. So my family was one of those families. We've got this much Cherokee in our ancestry, and they had some things to kind of back it up. There were like paintings or artifacts, sort of things to be like, oh, actually, no, we do. So imagine their surprise when we did an ancestry test, and none. 0, despite the glorious cheekbones, those not indigenous. But then where did these receipts come from to say that we did have this ancestry? It was a bit more sinister than the fam was expecting. Have you heard of the Cherokee land lotteries? I hadn't, but apparently my family won one. So when the Cherokees were ousted from their land, Trail of Tears, all of that, their land was lotteried off. My family bought into the raffle and won one of these plots of land with everything that was still on it from when the family was forcibly removed. This is why we had pictures and artifacts, things that my family just, whitewashed into our story of, oh, this is part of our history. I mean, when they talk about appropriation, y'all, in this time of banned books and suppressing narratives that don't look good on our country, it's important that we tell our stories so that people can know the truth of what happened.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Okay, that's incredible.
I'm just asking, what has he really done for y'all? Or do y'all only accept him because your pastors that you listen to on YouTube told y'all to accept him?
What food stuff that you're talking about that's African? Thinker. We're proud to America. I was born here. My mammy and my daddy was black, and my daddy was black. But I ain't no African.
And it's known as written that the righteous shall inherit the kingdom of God, the earth, and the wicked shall be shaken out.
Your family falsely claimed to be Native American? Mine too. My southern family has always said that we're Cherokee, but my DNA results suggest otherwise. When I was looking up my 4th great grandmother, Millie, who lived in Georgia, I found a document referencing the Cherokee Land Lottery of 1832, and I thought, oh, maybe finally a connection to the Cherokee people. And it's a connection, but not a good one. The Cherokee Land Lottery of 1832 gave land from the Cherokee people directly to white settlers, and my 4th great grandmother was one of the people that got land in that lottery. And that lottery helped kick off the Trail of Tears, which not only displaced Native people, but often killed them in the process. So we do have a connection to the Cherokee people, but certainly not the one we thought.
There was a huge migration of people, and they were all coming down here, you know, with one goal in mind, which was to be landowners. Their dream was to have a piece of land. Unfortunately for the Indians owned almost all the land at that time.
To get that land, the government had a plan: teach the Indians to live more like whites. That was Benjamin Hawkins' job. He was a federal Indian agent who worked with the Creeks. It was called the Civilization Plan, and the underlying agenda was that in turning Creeks into farmers, they'd no longer need vast hunting grounds. Then the government hoped the Indians would be more willing to sell their lands in treaties. The plan worked for one group of Creeks who had already had years of contact and trade with the whites. But another group, called the Red Sticks, because they painted their war clubs red, held more tightly to their ancestral ways. With almost religious fervor, they rejected the Civilization Plan, along with almost everything connected with the white man. Disagreement within the tribe quickly escalated into a civil war, with Indian fighting Indian. And whites were sometimes killed, and settlers were panicked. Finally, the U.S. Army entered the war to fight against the Red Sticks. Troops led by General Andrew Jackson cornered 1,000 Red Sticks at Horseshoe Bend on the Tahlequah River. After a day of fighting, 800 Red Sticks lay dead.
To me, the Red Stick War sort of marked the end of them as an independent nation and as a sovereign people, and it marked the end of their way of life. That was, to me, the beginning of removal. Jackson
continued to apply pressure on the Cherokee and other southeastern Native tribes to move west. Georgia officials and surveyors came through the Cherokee Nation and laid off the land in a series of grids of 160 or 40-acre tracts. The 40-acre tracts were for the gold belt, as it was known, where gold mining had been occurring a little bit further south in the mountainous area of North Georgia where the Cherokee lived.
All right, stop the music. Stop the video. All right, shout out to everybody that's tuned in. Round of applause to you. I do appreciate it. It's gold in them there mountains. Now, actually, I want you to look at this, all right, like it is, all right? I want you to think lottery. I don't want you to billions. That's right, Chiapas, billions. And actually, if someone has a moment in the chat, all right, because this is actually part 2 to our previous live stream, all right, called Billionaire. Make sure you go check that out, all right, if you haven't seen that. This is actually a part 2, all right, to that, all right? Who usurped the wealth of the Aboriginal Americans? And something that actually came to me as I was building the elements of this live stream. On our last live stream, we learned that during 1912, the so-called American Negro owned $1 billion in real estate. But you know what we forgot to do, tribe? We forgot to calculate what is $1 billion today. Now, of course, right, we're not just going to watch videos, all right? We're going to get into the actual documents because, you know, this is Hawk School for the Gifted and the Elect, right? And, of course, we have the Cherokee Land Lottery containing a numerical list of the names of the fortunate drawers in said lottery.
I wonder what is the emergency. I hear shots! Okay, ma'am, calm down. What kind of shots?
Newsflash, you ain't my friend in the first place.
Stop the music, all right? Because we got a lot to do. We really don't have time to party. All right? oh, wait, it gets better, folks, okay? I don't want to be all over the place. This is a lot to connect, okay? The Cherokee Land Lottery containing a numerical list of the names of the fortunate drawers in said lottery with an engraved map of each district. All right. And of course, shout out to Bridget, I believe was one of our new members, all right, because we will be supplying this list, all right, in our membership section, okay, for our members. I will reiterate, I said the Cherokee Land Lottery, right, containing a numerical list of the names of the fortunate drawers of said lottery with an engraved map of each district, circa 1838. All right.
All right, one at a time, y'all. We got the Incredible Hulk in the building. What's up, man?
Oh, shit.
Subscribe to the Unconquered Tribe. You are now live with the Incredible Hulk.
Wow,
this
Indian
is Hawk
TV.
School for the Gifted and the Elect.
So I believe the sister's name was Astilla Yana, all right, that did the video. So shout out to her because it did inspire me, all right, to look into this 1832 land lottery, all right. And let's go back to volunteer servitude. All right. And I mean, when we look at the records, all right, we know that this is the Free Negro Register from Virginia. All right, we've already touched on this. 1793, Virginia General Assembly passed a law requiring that all free blacks and multiracial individuals of black descent in the state of Virginia be registered in a book recording various details about their identity, physical appearance, and free status. All right, free status. All right, these individuals were declared free on paper. All right, when in fact their lives were surveilled and recorded by white officials, which restricted their mobility, autonomy, and humanity. These registered books provide glimpses of their experience. And this is from the Uncommon Wealth of Virginia Memory.com. All right.
All right, one at a time, y'all. We got the Incredible Hulk in the building. What's up, man?
And it's actually an extensive build that we'll have to do later on this, all right? But I like to bring it up and remind you, all right, of what kind of condition we were in as a people. All right, as you see, the free Negroes and mulattoes, 1819 to 1833. All right. So, as you see, the list goes on and on. All right. Powhatan County. All right. Free Negroes, mulattoes, 1800 to 1820. So the proof is there. Shout out to Strive for Jana. Assalamu alaikum. We do appreciate you becoming a member.
And as long as written, that the righteous shall inherit the kingdom of God, the earth. And the wicked shall be shaken out.
We have the documents. All right, and there's also something else I'll be providing. Should I talk about this now? Let's finish the video. All right. Let's finish the video. Let's go.
In 168, it may have been public buildings like the courthouse we saw earlier, or it may have been somebody's house and farm. For the 40-acre tracts, you were going to require either forested land, area where gold mining had been occurring, or somebody's farm and house also. According to the Georgia legislature, when the act was passed, the winners were supposed to wait until the Cherokee had packed up and moved off of their land. But because of the land greed and hunger for land that many of these winners acquired, they ended up taking possession of the land, forcing the Cherokee out of them. Quite often they would come home and find somebody from Georgia with a piece of paper saying that they Cherokee out of them. Quite often they would come home and find somebody from Georgia with a piece of paper saying that they now own the land. By the mid-1830s, quite a few they now own the land. He had packed up and moved off of their land. But because of the land greed and hunger for land that many of these winners acquired, they ended up taking possession of the land, forcing the Cherokee out of them. Quite often they would come home and find somebody from Georgia with a piece of paper saying that they now own the land.
Wait, what?
Subscribe to the Unconquered Tribe. You are now live with the incredible host.
Wow,
This is Hope School for the gifted and the elect.
They would come home, right, and find somebody with a piece of paper that said they now own the land, right?
And by the mid-1830s, quite a few of the Cherokees had started looking at what were the good benefits of possibly thinking about moving west across the Mississippi River. And eventually a small contingency of Cherokee agreed with the federal government to sign the Treaty of New Echota in December of 1835. It was ratified by Congress and Senate in 1836, that spring. Cherokee were given 2 years to move off their land to get their affairs in order. And in 2 years, when that time period had come to be, soldiers showed up and started forcing them off of the land that they were still occupying, and they ended up getting pushed west on what we call the Trail of Tears.
All right, one at a time, y'all. We got the Incredible Hulk in the building. What's up, man?
Oh, shit. Now, here you see.
Subscribe to the Unconquered Tribe. You are now live with the incredible host.
Wow,
This is Hope School for the gifted and the elect.
Now you see a very telling of image, all right, of some of these treaty signers, all right. All right, I don't know, is he reaching for a backwood? What's going on with this guy? What's going on with this guy? All right, and this guy, we already know he's in the Knights of the Golden Circle, all right? Who are these guys, all right? And if you don't know, our blood was being washed out, all right? How does an Indian, all right, get washed out? Oh, it's pretty simple. It doesn't take much, all right? All right, so, yeah, let's get back to the lesson. We also have the 1928 Baker Rolling record of the Cherokee Enrolling Commission 1924-1929 Big Wolf Clan business. So we'll also be providing that in the member section. And you know what I found most interesting, guys, and the reason I want to include it, not only so you can have the record for your own sake. All right, you might find your people on there. There's a lot of people who don't want you to make any of these connections because they don't want you to find these land patterns. And we'll also be getting into that later, showing you how to find your people's records. Shout out to Navi Poet for becoming a member.
And it's known as written that the righteous shall inherit the kingdom of God, the earth, and the wicked should be shaken out.
Now, of course, this is from the microfilm, but you know what I find most interesting about this, folks, all right, in this Cherokee roll, and maybe I should just read the introduction. Of the 69 rolls of this microfilm publication, M2104, are reproduced the 1928 rolls of Eastern Cherokees known as the Baker Roll and related materials among records of the Bureau of Indian Affairs, Record Group 75 in the National Archives. Included are indexes, applications, testimony, correspondence, decisions of the Eastern Enrolling Commission, and reports of Special Agent Fred A. Baker. The Baker Roll is now the quote-unquote final roll, or base document used as a standard for determining enrollment in the Eastern Band of North Carolina Cherokees, one of the 3 federally recognized divisions of the Cherokee Nation.
All right, one at a time, y'all. We got the Incredible Hulk in the building. What's up, man?
Oh, shit.
The Cherokee people once inhabited southern Appalachia, constituting parts of Alabama, Georgia, North Carolina, South Carolina, and Tennessee. After 1817, some Cherokees emigrated to Arkansas Territory, later Indian Territory, and became known as quote-unquote old settlers. During the 1830s, most of the tribe was removed, was removed from their highland homeland, all right, Highlanders, by the United States government in the tragic trek known as the Trail of Tears, quote-unquote, and forced to migrate to Indian Territory, now Oklahoma. These quote-unquote immigrants, or Eastern, all right, Eastern Cherokees, and let's go here, all right. Immigrant. What is an immigrant? All right, because it's witchcraft, all right? So we have to know that immigrant is not the same as immigrant. All right, immigrant, all right, is one who quits a country or region to settle in another. All right, 1754, to emigrare, move away. All right.
I wonder what is the emergency. I hear shots. Okay, ma'am, calm down. What kind of shots?
To move away. I digress. These immigrants, or Eastern Cherokees, merged with the older settlers to become the Cherokee Nation West. Somewhat confusingly, other Cherokees who avoided removal and remained behind were also called Eastern Cherokees.
All right, one at a time, y'all. We got the Incredible Hulk in the building. What's up, man?
Oh, shit.
Let's see if we can enlarge this text a little bit, all right? Because I don't think they hear me. I don't think they hear me, tribe. Today, the Bureau of Indian Affairs has designated 3 official Cherokee tribal governments as having federally recognized status. The contemporary descendants, I guess that's us, guys, all right? I'm pretty sure they got to be talking about us, right? Of course, Shy. Of course. All right. We'll get into that. I mean, we see the picture of the chief. The nigga's doing the whole goddamn hidden hand, right? Right in the photo shoot. He's throwing up his set. Right? So clearly, all right, clearly he still has some nigga blood in him because he's throwing up gang signs, all right, in the school photo. I say he must have nigga blood because he's throwing up gang signs in the school photo, folks.
All right, one at a time, y'all. We got the Incredible Hulk in the building. What's up, man?
Oh, shit.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Okay, that's incredible.
How we do it?
The contemporary descendants of the Cherokee Nation West are represented by the Cherokee Nation of Oklahoma and the United Ketawa Band of Cherokees, the Cherokee Nation of Oklahoma at Tahlequah. All right, and I really don't want to digress, but I don't like how things are looking down at Tahlequah these days.
You gonna smell my cologne in Simiyaki on some bar number 9, because I do not play.
That's the same clone I wear.
Tabernacle sanctuary, because we keep God first in everything we do.
Hey, Pimp.
Wait, a few members of the Cherokee Masonic Lodge number 10 posed for a photo. What? 170-year celebration. Wait, what? Tahlequah's gone to hell, all right? Tahlequah has gone to all hell. All right. I'm not feeling this pulse, all right? That, of course, is Elias Boudinot, all right? Let's go here. President Jackson, seizing on the division within the Cherokee Nation, attempted to remove Ross from the conversation using legal maneuvers and the strategic use of money. He offered to pay the Cherokee Nation $2.5 million for their lands, or $3 million if they would pay to transport themselves to Oklahoma territory. Wait, what? While the offer amounted to almost 50 cents per acre. 50 cents per acre. 50 cents per acre. Ross realized that the lands were far more valuable even as he opposed the sale. When Major John Ridge, all right, sent a letter to Ross endorsing the move, all right, by saying it is admitted that we can't be a nation here. I hope we shall attempt to establish somewhere else, all right? And this John Ridge, all right, this nigga got his ass smoked for selling our land. No, let's laugh about that, all right? Let's laugh at it.
Subscribe to the Unconquered Tribe. You are now live with the incredible host.
Wow,
This
Indian
is Hope
TV.
School for the Gifted and the Elect.
Well, I'm Andica. We're proud people, and I'm American. I was born here. My mammy and my daddy was born here, and my daddy's daddy, and I ain't no African.
Dom the Monko. Dom the Monko.
Just asking, what has he really done for y'all? Or do y'all only accept him because your pastor that you listen to on YouTube told y'all to accept him?
Serious when you're looking for a Christ man, one who anointed with the Lord, with the Spirit of the Lord, to do his will. I'm that nigga.
See, the difference between my brand and your brand doesn't matter what platform you're on.
Subscribe to the Unconquered Tribe. You are now live with the incredible host. This is Hope School for the Gifted and the Elect.
And his name is written. Resurrection certainly knows the kingdom of God, the earth. And the wicked should be shaken out.
I thought you were a black guy.
Hey.
You're Indian?
Yeah.
Oh, come on, man.
Yeah,
You gotta be kidding me.
Stop the music, stop the music, stop the music. What the hell is going on down in Tahlequah? What the hell? Cherokee Nation. Wait, what? Is that George Bush? Play the music, dog.
Y'all finished or y'all done? I ain't got no more power.
But I'm just asking, what has he really done for y'all? Or do y'all only accept him because your pastors that you listen to on YouTube told y'all to accept him?
Newsflash, you ain't my friend in the first place.
Subscribe to the Unconquered Tribe. You are now live with the incredible Indentures of Apprenticeship.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Okay, that's incredible.
All right, one at a time, y'all. We got the Incredible Hulk in the building. What's up, man?
Stop the music. Peace to the tribes. You know the vibes. If you're new here, this is what we do here. I am the Incredible Hulk, and this is Hawk School for the Gifted and the Elect, and we are broadcasting live from the emphatically immaculate Republic of Atlantis.
Dom the Monko. Dom the Monko.
Let's get back to the Baker Rolls. Now, we don't have to get into the, well, maybe we should read a little more. We'll fast forward, all right, because I want to get more into the land. But what I found most interesting, all right, as I go through these records, is the Indian names, all right? The Indian names, because I can't find it. I said there are no Indian names on the Indian rolls. I'm looking, all right? Let's get Humbra up here. Shit looking crazy, Humbra. Jeff Beck. Jeff Beck. Linda Beck. Major John Beck is on the Indian rolls. Oh, I forgot they keep telling you to go look on the census, right? Or they tell you to look on the Freedmen rolls, right? They don't tell you to look on the Baker roll and records of the Eastern Cherokee Enrolling Commission of 1924 and 1929, when it's more likely that you'll be able to find an ancestor if one does exist.
All right, one at a time, y'all. We got the Incredible Hulk in the building. What's up, man?
We might just do a live stream and do a roll call, all right? Do a whole roll call. Shout out to the Boyds, all right? My nephew is a Boyd, all right? Tribe. So, when these niggas get to talking to you, all right? Everything they do, all right, their whole Pan-African and small hat agenda, everything they do is to divert you from reality, right? They're going to ask you, well, what's your Indian name? Tickle Me Longfeather, right? When we've been Americans for a very long time in these lands, all right? That's from, and of course, Do you know how many niggas do we know in the hood with the last name Brown? How many?
All right, one at a time, y'all. We got the Incredible Hulk in the building. What's up, man?
Oh shit.
A shout out to you, Navi Poet. Don't worry, because I will be providing this in our member posts, all right? And you are a member, so I will be providing this whole roll to all members. But I don't see any Indian names, all right? Shout out to all the mods in the chat, all right? If you post a name, all right, if you want me to go to a letter, we'll get back to that, or I'll revisit that, or we may just do a whole live stream, all right? And just do a roll call, all right?
All right, one at a time, y'all. We got the Incredible Hulk in the building. What's up, man?
Oh shit.
From, wait, Bonnie Abercrombie? Wait, what? From Abercrombie, all right, to Zimmerman, all right? To Zimmerman.
Subscribe to the Unconquered Tribe. You are now live with the Incredible Hulk.
Wow,
This
Indian
is Hulk
TV.
School for the gifted and the elect.
Let's finish the video. Did we finish the video? Yeah, I believe we did. Let's go to this.
I thought, okay, cool. He showed up on a map where I thought he lived. Great. And that was the end of that. And I just pushed these maps to the back of my mind. But there is so much information you can get from one of these county land ownership maps. And today I'm just going to walk you through how to get the actual land patent for the plot of land. So first of all, I just want to show you the family that we're working with today. This is Charles Berggren. And this is his family. As I'll show you today, we're going to research their lives and the land that they lived on in Wisconsin. Just wanted to show you that picture. I think it's an amazing picture. This whole family is standing out. This is probably the late 1800s.
Stop the video. Stop the video. All right, before we get into this, all right, this is some random family, all right? They're not Aboriginal at all right? But this is very, very telling of the situation at hand. So please, stay with me. Share the live stream and subscribe to the Unconquered Tribe, please.
Subscribe to the Unconquered Tribe. You
Okay,
are now
cool.
live
He
with
showed
the
up on a map where I thought he lived. Great. And that was the end of that. And I just pushed these maps to the back of my mind. But there is so much information you can get from one of these county land ownership maps. And today I'm just going to walk you through how to get the actual land patent for the plot of land. So first of all, I just want to show you the family that we're working with today. This is Charles Berggren. And this is his family. As I'll show you today, we're going to research their lives and the land that they lived on in Wisconsin. Just wanted to show you that picture. I think it's an amazing picture. This whole family is standing out. This is probably the late 1800s. So this is the indexed county land ownership map that I'm talking about. They show up in hints on Ancestry all the time. So this is what we're working with today. Now, luckily for me, my ancestor, Charles Berggren, is conveniently up here in the corner, so I know exactly where he is on the map. But the first step would be to find your ancestor on this really obscure and hard to read map. So yeah, luckily for me, it's right here in the corner, easy to read. So first step in what we're going to do, we are going to go to the Bureau of Land Management General Land Office Records search website. So to get here, it's just glowrecords.blm.gov, or you can just Google BLM Glow and it'll get you there.
Nah, hold on. Wait, stop everything. Stop everything. Hell no. Hell no. I'm gonna get like my nigga Bow. Ain't nobody supported the channel. We ain't gonna be giving away all this shit, boy. We from the hood, boy. You tripping. Straight up. Hold on, bro. We giving all the sauce away. You know what I'm talking about? I don't think we even got the views to match the likes. A nigga ain't goddamn cash at me $1 today, all right? Straight up. Straight up. We're gonna have to goddamn cover up the screen. We need a blur effect on this. Now, the reason I want to stop this is because I do want you to pay close attention, to be honest. All right? Because they're giving up the sauce. No Diddy, all right?
Subscribe to the Unconquered Tribe. You are now live with the incredible host.
Wow,
This
Indian
is House
TV.
School for the Gifted and the
So get your paper and your pen, all right? And make sure you write this down for all you young niggas, all right? Get your notes and your iPhone ready, all right? Because this is very valuable information.
For me, it's right here in the corner, easy to read. So, first step in what we're going to do, we are going to go to the Bureau of Land Management General Land Office Records search website. So to get here, it's just glowrecords.blm.gov, or you can just Google BLM Glow and it'll get you there. So we're going to go to search documents. And previously I had made a video, which I'll link down below, on how to just do a very basic search on this website using the last name and the first name, the state and the county of your ancestor. This video is going to get a little more specific. We're going to go down here and use land description, because the land description is what's given to you by these indexed county land ownership maps. So we're going to go back to the map, and this is hard to read. Sorry, it's pretty blurry. But up here it should tell you, it says map of Garfield Township, and below the name of the township it should give you the legal land description. So this says part of Township 33 North, ranges 17 and 18. So if we go back here, we're going to type in Township 33. You can ignore this part, because to be honest, I really don't know what it means. And I'm sure a more seasoned genealogist would know, but you know, I've done this a lot and I've never used this, and it always works in my favor. So Township 33 North, as it says, and the range was 17 and 18. So we're just going to start with range 17. And the section number, this is important. Section number, if we go back, you'll notice the whole map is made up of sections. So 1, 6, can't really read that, 3, 2. So Charles up here is in section number 2. So Township 33 North, range 17, you can skip Meridian, and it's section number 2. And don't forget, you also have to put the state up here. So this is Wisconsin. So search patents. And so these are the list of names of everyone who had ever bought land in section number 2. And as you can see, we have Carl Bergen here. So really quick, searching by land description instead of name in the Bureau of Land Management General Land Office Records is a great way to find maybe some of those elusive ancestors who operated by different names. So for example, I know Charles Berggren as exactly that, Charles Berggren, but here he signed his name as Carl Bergen. He was Swedish, so Carl would have been the Swedish version of his name. I'm not sure why there's a discrepancy between Bergen and Berggren. It was definitely Berggren and not Bergen. Maybe that could have been the fault of a transcription error or something like that, but just, it's a great way to see if you're missing a spelling or something, if you have those elusive ancestors that you can't seem to find. So searching by land description more generally rather than specific names of ancestors might be able to help you in that. So as you can see, we have Charles Berggren here. So you click on his accession number, and this gives you all the details of this plot of land that he's shown to have owned right here. So I walked through this in a previous video, which again I'll link down below, but we are just here to look at the patent image. And again, this is my favorite part, the authority. So he bought this through the Homestead Act. It's just interesting to see that he was one of the many new Americans, or maybe not Americans yet, new immigrants who were beneficiaries of the Homestead Act. I think that's awesome. So we're gonna click patent image. And so here is the actual patent for this little slice of land up here. So now you don't only have a pretty obscure map, you also have, you know, for some people, a rather obscure legal document.
Floyd nothing but an antisocial gangster. He is a sort of gangster, you know, because this is a gangster story. But a gangster with a difference, because this is a gangster with a
And when Father's Day comes around this year, you should make sure you send me a Father's Day card, because you are my son.
You gonna smell my cologne. Then send me yaki on some bar number 9, because I do not play.
That's the same clone I wear.
Tabernacle sanctuary, because we keep God first in everything we do.
Hey, pimp.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Okay, that's incredible.
Stop the music. Stop the music. Now, as you may or may not know, all right, some of you may know, all right, but others may not, all right. We've taken out a very, very large Cash App loan in the amount of $10,000 we're trying to get. We don't want no smoke with Cash App, but I would like to shout out Roger W. and Reginald Jones, all right, for helping us pay that Cash App.
And it's known as written that the righteous shall inherit the kingdom of God, the earth.
And the wicked
shall be shaken out.
Now, let's get this up here, all right? Because as promised, all right, now that you know how to look for people, all right, what do we have here, Hawk School? This is a foreword, all right, from the book, which also will be provided to our members in the member-only section. And this is the foreword from that book, and it reads, the last or 1832, I said the last or 1832 land lottery of Georgia made available for distribution and settlement that part of the Cherokee Indian Nation which was in Georgia. All right. Which was in Georgia. This was a large area generally north of the Chattahoochee River in the northwest and north central parts of the state. There were two distinct areas involved in this lottery. One part was the area referred to as the gold lots. All right. The gold lots. All right. Share the live stream. All right. I think we had about 7 Brotherhood members in here trying to, all right, steal the salt.
Subscribe to the Unconquered Tribe. You are now live with the incredible host.
Wow,
this is Hawk School for the gifted and the elected.
Well, you can run back to the lodge, all right, and go tell them that we're fresh out of goat milk, all right? I digress. This was a large area generally north of the Chattahoochee River in the northwest and north central parts of the state. There were two distinct areas involved in this lottery. One part was the area referred to as the Gold Lots, lying along the south boundary of the subject area, and the other part was referred to as the quote-unquote land lots. This book deals only with the land lots, as shown on the map following the foreword. Georgia's western and northern boundary had been established in 1802 by the cession of her western territory from the Chattahoochee River to the Mississippi to the United States. Although this cession has provided for the peaceful removal of all Indians within these boundaries, in 1828, the Cherokee still remained. I said in 1828, the Cherokee still remained. Despite the fact that Cherokee were a peaceful and agricultural people in that year, Georgia extended her jurisdiction over them and named the area Cherokee County. Shortly thereafter, the General Assembly, by the acts of December 21st, 1830, and December 21st, 1831, authorized the land to be surveyed and distributed by lottery to citizens of Georgia. Wait, what? I said shortly thereafter, the General Assembly, by the acts of December 21st, 1830 and December 24th, 1831, authorized the land to be surveyed and distributed by lottery to citizens of Georgia. In 1832, the surveyors laid off the area in 4 sections. The sections into the land district, about 9 miles square, and the land district into land lots of 40 and 160 acres respectively. While the surveying was being carried out, those persons who had lived in Georgia 3 years immediately prior to the acts of the General Assembly registered to draw in the lottery in their counties of residence. And if you're just now tuning in, all right, what we have found out in this white rabbit hole, all right, is that these drawers, if you will, for lack of better terms, are sometimes orphans and minors. And I find that very interesting because I'm doing a research on a build I have coming up, and these Freemasons were creating orphanages, right? And you wondered why. You wondered why they had the incubators. What did they need the babies for, right? While the surveying was being carried out, those persons who had lived in Georgia 3 years immediately prior to the acts of the General Assembly registered to draw in the lottery in their counties of residence. Their names, together with the numbers of the lots and districts, were sent to Milledgeville, then the capital of the state, and on specified days, tickets from 2 wheels or drums were drawn simultaneously. What the fuck, bro?
Subscribe to the Unconquered Tribe. You are now live with the incredible host.
Wow,
this
Indian
is Hope
TV.
School for the Gifted and the Elect.
I mean, they're just going crazy giving away Granddaddy's land, all right? They needed 2 barrels. No, go ahead and laugh. Go ahead. So now you see why the American Indian is so important.
All right, one at a time, y'all. We got the Incredible Hulk in the building. What's up, man?
Forgive me. It's a little much. All right, I have a blood connection to these stories. All right.
Subscribe to the Unconquered Tribe. You are now live with the incredible host.
Wow,
this
Indian
is Hope
TV.
School for the Gifted and the Elect.
Oh yeah, we're gonna shout out to who was that? Matter of fact, let me go ahead and do some shout outs. Let's take a moment, all right, and reflect, because this is a little much. All right. They got 2 wheels of drums, all right, and they're doing simultaneous drawings, right? Shout out to Iron Scar in the building, Red Ashata of the Six Sikawa is in the building. Tribe. Navi Poet is definitely in the building. Chiapas is in the building. Lou Era Grassroots is in the building. St. Lulu.
Dom the Monko. Dom the Monko.
Wild Savage is in the building. Butterfly McQueen is in the building. Tribe. Strive for Jana. Assalamu alaikum. Straight off the top. Kusa is in the building. Tribe. Put some gems in the chat if you can hear me loudly and clearly. Sunshine's in the building. Shout out Roger W. The Godfeathers in the building. Tribe. Sip Amazing is in the building. None Your Business is in the building. Shout out to Girly Girl. And that's who I wanted to comment to Nunya about the address, all right? Because that's what we're going to get into here, all right? Is these addresses and these maps. Let me get out my feelings and get back to the rest. While the surveying was being carried out, those persons who had lived in Georgia 3 years immediately prior to the acts of the General Assembly registered to draw on the lottery in their counties of residence. Their names, together with the numbers of the lots and districts, were sent to Milledgeville, then the capital of the state, and on a specified days, tickets from 2 wheels or drums were drawn simultaneously. From one, the wheel holding the name tickets, and one from the drum holding the land lot tickets. In this way, a person knew which lot he had drawn and if he had drawn. In this way, a person knew which lot he had drawn and if he subsequently paid to the state a grant fee of $18. A grant was issued to the lot he had drawn. This grant from the state of Georgia was his title to the lot, and from that time he could do whatever he wished with his property, although the state did not require that he live on it or cultivate it. Revolutionary War veterans were given extra draws and were indicated by the letters RS, written after their name. Many other classifications are indicated by initials, such as widows, insane, orphans, and idiots. Wait. Many other classifications are indicated by initials such as widows, insane, orphans, idiots, illegitimates, etc. This is very damaging, all right? And it's good to see we lost about 10 people, I think, all right, who are all actually agents, all right, I'm sure, seeking to debunk something. If for those in the quote-unquote community, all right, you know that I'm always under attack, and it's for reasons like this, all right, for standing on big Indian business.
All right, one at a time, y'all. We got the Incredible Hawk in the building. What's up, man?
Ordinary married men with their families or bachelors, etc., are not designated by any initial. All citizens participating in this and other lotteries had to take only an oral oath when they registered to draw. Consequently, there are no written records as to what they may have said about themselves and their families. Well, they're illiterate imbeciles, all right? Allegedly. Excuse me, let me rephrase that. They're orphans, insane, orphans, idiots, illegitimates, etc. All right. So now it makes complete sense, all right, why we have to argue with the people we argue with in the chat, because they are clearly the descendants of orphans, idiots, illegitimates, etc.
are now live with the incredible host.
Wow,
This
Indian
is Hope
TV.
School for the Gifted and the Elect.
Oh, what a tangled web oh, what a tangled web we weave. Right? When first we practice to deceive.
Dom the Monko. Dom the Monko.
Let's get back to the insane orphans, idiots, illegitimates, etc. All right, let's get back. All right. Immediately after the lottery of 1832 was held, the whole area of the Cherokee County was divided into 10 counties. All right, let's go back. Ordinary married men with their families or bachelors, etc., are not designated by any initial. All citizens participating in this and other lotteries had to take an oral oath. Take only an oral oath when they register to draw. Consequently, there are no written records as to what they may have said about themselves and their families. Immediately after the lottery of 1832 was held, the whole area of Cherokee County was divided into 10 counties, i.e., Cass, which was renamed Bartow in 1861, Cherokee County, Cobb County, Floyd County, Forsyth County, Gilmer County, Lumpkin County, Murray County. Put a 1 in the chat, all right, if you know where any of these counties in Georgia are, if you know where any one of these counties are, if you've ever been to one of these counties, if you have relatives in these counties, put the name, all right, because I have relatives in Cobb County, all right, in Forsyth County, right? This is insane, folks. The 1832 land lottery opened up the last area within the present boundaries of Georgia, which heretofore had not been available to the white settlers. All right. I said the 1832 land lottery opened up the last area within the present boundaries of Georgia, which heretofore had not been available to the white settlers, and was participated in by more persons than any other lottery.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Okay, that's incredible.
Subscribe to the Unconquered Tribe. You are now live with the incredible host. This is Hope School for the Gifted and the Elect.
I want you to do your research and spread truth, which is liberation. People are living lies. Our history has been completely changed in order.
See, the difference between my brand and your brand doesn't matter what platform I'm on. I mean something.
Say hello to my little friend.
What kind of stuff that you talking about?
I know it.
Well, I'm Indentures. We're proud people, and I'm American. I was born here. My mammy and my daddy was born here, and my daddy's daddy. And I ain't no African.
Subscribe to the Unconquered Tribe. You are now live with the incredible host. This is Hope School for the Gifted and the Elect.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Okay, that's incredible.
It's the Spirit of God. See, the Spirit of God is omnipotent, and it'll work on your ass not to be far, far away, because it's considered conscience, you know.
Subscribe to the Unconquered Tribe. You are now live with the incredible host. This is Hope School for the Gifted and the Elect.
Now, as you see, the Indian nations covered the continent of North America, north to south, east to west.
Dom the Monko. Dom the Monko.
I thought you were a black guy.
Hey.
You're Indian?
Yeah.
Oh, come on, man.
Yeah.
You gotta be
What kind
kidding
of
me.
Indian are you?
Like Tonto Indian?
But I'm just asking, what has he really done for y'all? Or do y'all only accept him because your pastors that you listen to on YouTube told y'all to accept him?
Okay, I'm reloading. Say hello to my little friend.
What kind of stuff that you talking about that time? I ain't no African. Well, I'm Indentures, man. We're proud people. And I'm American.
Okay,
I was born here. My mammy and my daddy was born here. And my daddy's daddy. And I ain't no African.
Subscribe to the Unconquered Tribe. You are now live with the incredible host. This is host gifted
Stop the music. Let's get into it, all right? Because what we have here, folks, is the Cherokee Land Lottery, containing a numerical list of the names of the fortunate drawers in the said lottery. The materials for the publication have been prepared principally by himself, all right? This is James Smith, all right? The continuation. All right, maybe I skip the page. Matter of fact, let's just get straight to the land and the maps. All right.
Subscribe to the Unconquered Tribe. You are now live with the incredible host.
Wow,
this is host school, the gifted and the
Again, this will be provided, all right, to the members. All right, so after the live stream, I will be posting a link to this, the Cherokee Land Lottery containing numerical list of the names, as well as, not these guys, all right. As well as the Baker's Rolls, all right, from Abercrombie to Zimmerman, all right. We'll also be providing that. But let's have a look in this document here. And as you see here are the land lots. And that's what I wanted to tell Nunya. Hopefully she's still tuned in. If not, hopefully you see it on the playback. But with the address, all right, you don't need the address. You can find it with the latitude and longitude, all right? You can find it with the latitude and longitude.
All right, one at a time, y'all. We got the Incredible Hulk in the building. What's up, man?
Explanation of abbreviations, all right, and we spoke on that. And let's actually look at these abbreviations, all right, because this is very telling about not only who stole our land, but who some of their descendants are, all right?
All right, one at a time, y'all. We got the Incredible Hulk in the building. What's up, man?
We have soldier of the Indian War, soldier of late war, RS, Revolutionary War, all right? So this is who's getting the land, a soldier between the years 1784, 1797, all right? And that's why I brought up this document, all right, regarding the Indian factories, all right, 1795, because they want you to think you're uncivilized, all right, living in teepees, all right, or either that or butt-naked African slave, all right, running around with a bone in your nose. All right, they don't want you to know that you're an American Indian, right? Because then you'll know that all of these things belong to you.
Dom the Monko. Dom the Monko.
Widow of a revolutionary soldier, widower, widows, right? Daughter of a soldier, husband died in the last war, father died in the last war, orphans, all right? Now, minor, lunatics, wait, lunatics are getting around. Share the live stream, all right? Because I don't think these folks understand where these lunatics are coming from on the panel, and they're actually the heirs, all right, of the thieves of our land, all right? The lunatics. The lunatics and the idiots, all right? And I find that very interesting because I'm like, why am I at war with all these idiots? Well, apparently they have the land deeds. The idiots have the land deeds, folks. The idiots. All right? Now, of course, we have some Cherokee here, all right? By mother, father in the penitentiary. All right, some of you niggas who, you know, might have a criminal past, maybe it was inherited, and maybe we can still find the paperwork. Respectfully. All right, let's continue. And again, we will provide this source, all right? District number 7. All right. And you can see the land allotments, a map of the 6th district, first section of original Cherokee, now Union and Lumpkin counties. Now, that's why we showed you the video, all right, with the how to actually trace your ancestors down through these lots. All right, because as we have spoken about, all right, and it was also said in the video that the names are often misspelled, and you often have trouble, you know, tracing these records down because names have been misspelled, mistranscribed, you know. Some names have been changed to protect the guilty. All right.
You gonna smell my cologne.
That's St. Claude Eyewear.
Tabernacle, sanctuary, because we keep God first in everything we do.
Hey, pimp.
Cherokee Land Lottery, 6th District, 1st Section, Cherokee. All right. So now we had a breakdown of who got this, all right, land. Absalom Ogletree, William Stewart, all right, Hannah Reed. And let's not forget that some of these people are actually insane, idiots, illegitimates, and imbeciles. Respectfully. All right, so if you see your ancestor's name, all right. Oh, shit. This is nasty work. Nasty work. All right. So this is a record of where the land went, all right, in these raffles. All right. So if you're having a problem tracing down some of these records and connecting some of these dots, well, now we know exactly who got your land. All right. So I think this is a great asset and tool to everybody. I believe the first video that showed you exactly where to search for this. All right. If you haven't been watching, you're going to have to rewind it. All right. I'm not saying it again. All right? Ain't nobody doing it like this, tribe. All right. Ain't nobody doing it like this.
Dom the Monko. Dom the Monko.
Subscribe to the Unconquered Tribe. You are now live with the incredible host.
Wow,
This is host for the gifted and the elect.
Who named you coming in? By who power? Is what? It's the Spirit of God. See, the Spirit of God is omnipotent, and it works on you. It'll work on your ass, and I can be far, far away, because it's considered conscious, you know.
I want you to do your research and spread truth, which is liberation. People are living lives. Our history has been completely changed in order to meet the lives of the future.
Subscribe to the Unconquered Tribe. You are now live with the incredible
Stop the music. Stop the music. Stop the music. If you're new here, this is what we do here. I am the inevitable, the incredible. Dope like coke and heroin, the last Saracen. It is I, the Incredible Hawk. And this is Hawk School for the Gifted and the Elect, and we are broadcasting live from the emphatically immaculate Republic of Atlantis.
And it's known as written that the righteous shall inherit the kingdom of God, the earth. And the wicked shall be shaken out.
All right, so you know we gotta dodge and weave the bots. All right? We don't want them to know what we're talking about. All right, in some AI, all right, generated description. All right. Shout out to Yamaha Gold is in the building. Reginald Jones in the building. He who is, none your business. Tribe. I'm glad to see you here. Hopefully you got my message. 203 Low Gang. All right. Shout out to everybody just tapped in. Put some gems in the chat if you hear me loudly and clearly. All right. Put a 1 in the chat if you're learning something. All right. If you're benefiting from this content, because it is my aim, right, to see to it that I make content, that's going to benefit us, right? Because I know one of the keys to business is to be a service to the people, right? Solve a problem. The more people with a problem, right, that you can find a solution for, right? The way the universe works is that it's going to reward you, right, by default. Right? You think of something as simple as Steve Jobs in the Apple phone. Well, what did he do, right? He made it to where you could call your sick kid while you're at work, right? You could call your girl and tell her you running late. See, whether you value who he is, right, as an individual, entity, whatever you want to call the guy, right? His thought of what he wanted to bring into the world was something that was beneficial to the world. How many people benefit from an iPhone, right? And by default, you just watch some nerdy guy, all right, get filthy, stinking rich. I digress. Let's get back to these winners, all right? Because I think we found the list of PPP loans, all right, 1837, all right? I said PPP loans circa 1837, all right? And here's some addresses here, Nunya, all right? 245th Jackson, all right? 374th Putman, all right? Prices Hall, all right? Oh yeah, this is damaging. Jacob Freeman, John Williamson. All right, that's 7th District, 1st Section, Cherokee land. All right. This is District 8 with the map. All right. And all of the names attached to those plots. All right.
Someone with an emergency. I hear shots! Okay, ma'am, calm down. What kind of shots?
Hopefully everybody's going to get use out of this video. All right. See, here you see Cherokee. All right, so this is somebody who remained in the land. All right. That nigga was probably related to me. He like, fuck it, nigga, put my name on there. All right? Fuck it. Put my name on there too. Surnames is the key, he who is, right? And that's why a lot of these fake African guys don't want us to do genealogy, because in their genealogy, well, they're all French, all right? And I actually have a build coming up on that and the French connection to the small hats, all right? So some of these people will be able to still get this content, you know, who may not want to be a member. We ain't forcing it on you, all right? But we're also not going to give you all the information either, all right? All right, we also have, and this map right by North Carolina, see all these maps different, all right? It ain't what it used to be. A map of 8th District, 1st section of originally Cherokee, now Union County, all right? Let's go to the next map. And of course, you know the names are included, all right? And we have a map of 10th District, 1st section, District 1. What's this one? 17th District. This say District number 16th, but it says a map of the 17th District, 1st section. All right, so these imbeciles, these idiots are a crafty little bunch, all right? Let's see if we can find any idiots. All right, do we see any idiots? All right, we're looking for idiots. These are exact addresses too. 777th Randolph. All right. You got an asterisk by his name, and that's why here revolutionary, right? I can't find any idiots. All right, the idiots aren't out. All right, where's the idiot when you need one? Folks?
Subscribe to the Unconquered tribe. You are now live with the incredible host.
Wow,
this is Hope School for the gifted and the elect.
Where are the idiots when you need one? I believe this is one of them ones. Put some gems in the chat if you learn something. All right. And as always, man, you are the best of people, raised for the good of mankind. All right. Let this remind you, right? Not what has been taken from you. All right. I don't want you to remind yourself of what's been taken from you. I want you to remind yourself of all that lies before you and all that you have that is waiting for you to reclaim. Peace to the tribes.
Subscribe to the Unconquered tribe. You are now live with the incredible host.
Wow,
this is Hope School for the gifted and the elect.
See, the difference between my brand and your brand doesn't matter what platform I'm on. It means something.
Say hello to my little friend.
I ain't no African, but I'm Indigenous. We're proud people, and I'm American. I was born here. My mammy and my daddy was born here, and my daddy's daddy, and I ain't no African.
To cover up the Aboriginal member of our people here in the West.
You are cut down to the ground. You who weaken the nation.
And the zone is written that the righteous shall inherit the kingdom of God, the earth. And the wicked shall be shaken out.